And go ahead, go to current lesson, click on numero uno. Let's take about 10 minutes to get in Quizlet mode. I don't know how much time you have spent on our new vocab, but I want to give you 10 minutes. So it is all related to what? If you're looking at it, what is it? What's the theme? Anybody have it pulled up yet? What's the theme of our vocab this chapter? Anybody online? You there yet? Who's looking at it? Jemima, you looking at it? I don't know. No, not yet. Are we just getting there? Yeah, Sylvia says clothes. Yeah, kinda. What else? What other words? It kind of describing clothes, like what? Like how are we describing them? Colors. Good. What else? What'd you say, Charles? Yeah, so like how they're sold. We're going to talk a little bit about mercados and tiendas, like markets and stores. Good. And I don't know, I feel like maybe what are words like algodón and seda, what they are, what they're made out of. Yeah, so we're going to kind of talk about things along those lines. So here's my suggestion with vocab, always the same. Start going through it and look for cognates first is always helpful. And then maybe pick 5 to work on. Once you've learned those 5 and you kind of recognize them, maybe pick another 2 or 3 to work on. I mean, in 10 minutes, in theory, you should be able to recognize maybe another 10 words or so. As I have said and showed you a couple times, if you click on that bottom little square, it's like a little square at the bottom of the cards. It kind of looks, oh wait, does it look like that? It looks like that. And then that will take you to like where you have more options and you can star the cards you want to work on. You can shuffle the cards. Anybody wants me to show you that? Again, I can. Do you want me to show you that? Do you know what I'm talking about? You want me to show you? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I'll go ahead and pull it up real quick and show you. It's just, I think it's a nice way to use the flashcards. So I will show you that real quick. If you don't need me to show you, then just start working on things. But if you would like to see it, I will pull it up. It'll just take me a second to get there. Hold on, somebody was trying to come in real quick. All right, so let me screen share real quick. If you're interested in, oops, my recommendation. This is how I like to use Quizlet. I think it makes the most sense. We're getting there. Okay, so here's what I suggest. If you don't still remember this or know what you should do with your flashcards, here's what I would do. So I would go like this. I would click on this little button right here. Everybody see that little guy? I tried to redraw it on the board. So if you click on that, then you have some different options here. And I don't know why that says it twice. I think my picture is just not working. So then what you can do is I would kind of click through if you want. I would have them so the Spanish shows up first. So if you want to change that, look with me right now, go to options and switch it. You want to answer, however, the other way so that you can see them in Spanish. That's what I think you should do. And go through, and if you don't know any of these, then just pick 5 to work on. Like maybe mercado kind of sounds like market. So that one's okay. Liquidation, like a liquidation sale, maybe you know that word. So I would star, I don't know, 5 of them that you want to work on, like I'm doing right now, if you're looking at my screen. And once you star 5, then you can go to options, and you can just study the starred ones so that it's not so overwhelming. It doesn't really do a lot of good to just flip through 50 cards or 40 cards or 30 cards. So if you star a few, that's what I would do. Look, now I have 4 cards to work on. So once I know entrada, entrance, ganga, bargain, letrero, sign, Liquidation, sale. Okay, and then you go back through them. What's liquidation? Sale. Okay, maybe you know that one. I don't know. What's letrero? Sign. Okay, so you go back through them till you learn those. I wouldn't do more. Then I would go to shuffle. Look, you can just shuffle those 4. All right, see if you still know letrero is sign. See if you still know ganga is bargain. And I would just keep doing this. Once you know these 4, you can shuffle them again, right? Once you know those 4, then you can go back, go to your options, go back to all. It'll keep the ones that you already have starred, and you can start a couple more. So I would always keep those 4 and then maybe add in another one when you're ready. Oh, I'm going to add in mercado. And I'm going to add in salida. So I'm going to add in 2 more. And then again, I'm going to go back to options, starred, and just practice those. Now I have 6 to practice. So again, at this point, I'm just asking you to recognize them. Okay. So that's how I would study. Okay. If you are not sure what you want to do, that's what I would do. And slowly add in a couple more. So like I said, today, if I give you 10 minutes, I've talked through a few of them here, but I'll still give you 10 minutes. Maybe you should at least recognize 10 words, maybe 12 words. Okay, so do that. All right, use your time wisely. Okay, that's why I'm giving it to you, and spend a couple minutes here. All right, I'm gonna start a little timer right now. So you still have 10 minutes. Okay, but you got to use your time. Don't just sit there. Don't mess around. If you're on your phone, get off of it. Go, 10 minutes. Spend it on your flashcards. See what you can do. Well, I want to talk kind of big picture stuff with you for a minute. I want to go over kind of some little things today. I want to make sure you know about your upcoming quiz on Friday, right? You'll notice you have no further homework tonight besides Estudian. Make sure you're getting ready. Numbers, Serena Star, and AR preterites. All right, those are your 3 main topics that we will be working on today and tomorrow, getting you ready for your quiz on Friday. You will notice vocab is not on that list. Okay, so you don't need to worry about your vocab yet. I'll probably stick some vocab-y stuff on your next one. I try to give you a little more time because we just started with this section. So that's kind of where we're headed. Now, I will also remind you that midterm grades are due for me on Friday. Okay, so that means I appreciate it. I did get a bunch of missing assignments and some late work yesterday. If you took advantage of that, great. Keep doing that. I am trying to be super flexible and super understanding that sometimes, you have technical difficulties or you just can't focus because you're at home or da 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 da. I know there are so many extenuating circumstances. So my late policy right now is just turn it in, right? I can't really be any more lenient than that. So I just need you to stay on top of stuff. I will say in general, in this class, my average is a little lower than my other classes. I don't know why. That would be because there's no reason for it. Besides missing work. I mean, that's what it is. It's missing work. So I will give you a chance to actually check Skyward at the end of the period, but I think things are pretty up to date on my end. So what you need to do is make sure that you are filling in holes. If you have holes, get me that stuff. At this point, I can take anything from this 9 weeks. Right now, my first 9 weeks is locked. That might even change. But for now, anything from this 9 weeks, they take off a few points. It's still very much worth turning in. Also, think about things that are worth a lot. If you did not turn in your daily routine project, that was 25 points. All right. Get that stuff to me. If you're missing exit tickets, get that stuff to me. How do you find it? Either you go under assignments and you look for whatever needs to be turned in, or you go under quizzes. Okay. Remember, some things are practice. Like yesterday, you had a practice. It wasn't really a quiz, but it would link you into quizzes, because that's just where I put them so that it kind of can grade your responses. But all that's worth points. So again, check under assignments, check under quizzes. All right, those are where you'll see things that you're missing. The other thing that you need to make sure you do at some point is check to make sure in Skyward that you're not missing any textbook assignments. Those would not be listed on Canvas, right? And the other thing is, if you do a textbook assignment, you have to message me, because I don't get notifications like I do in Canvas most of the time if you do something. So like if I've already gone back and checked the textbook and you redid something, unless you tell me, I wouldn't go back and check that particular assignment for this class. So do those, but make sure you tell me if you do them. Okay. All right, that's your little pep talk. Again, I can't do anything more than accept your work. You have to do it if you haven't done something. All right, so keep it coming. All right, so that's your little pep talk. Like I said, no additional homework tonight. Just stay on top of your stuff. I'll see, there might be some time at the end of the period that I can actually give you to check some of that stuff out. Okay, so yesterday you were supposed to do a little practice for me on El Pretérito, right? Past tense and Ser en Estar. We're working on numbers. Like I said, those are the 3 things for your quiz on Friday. So I think the best thing for us to do right now is once you get out notes that you have on those topics, because we'll kind of go and do a brief recap of each one. So if you've been to class and you have hard copies of things, grab them, right? So I'm looking for los números, right? The little number page we've been working on. There are notes on Ser en Estar that I've given you. And then I just gave you some notes the other day on preterite. If you have those things online, then you need to pull them up so that you can look at them. So I will pause for a minute. I'm also going to make sure, I usually put stuff under class resources, but I honestly can't remember if I dumped that stuff there yet or not. So I will check real quick. And if it's not there, I'll put it there. But again, have these things pulled up so you're looking at them. Let me see. No, I have not put them under class resources. I will do that real quick. We are on what, 2B. All right. And let me put some stuff in there. All right, so I will put the things I just said in there. So I'm starting with preterite verbs. Okay, is now there. And I am adding los números are now there. And finally, Ser en Estar notes are also there. Okay, so no excuse. They're all right there. If you go to my homepage, click on the little button that says class resources. All 3 of those things are right there. So they should be super easy for you to find. Okay, let's do números first. So let's do a quick 0 to 20 all together. Ready? So if you're online at home, you're doing this out loud. So you're practicing. If you're here, you're saying it with me. Starting with 0, what do we have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let's go up by 10. So after 20, how do we say 30? 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good. Then from there, we can still go up to 1,000. So if you want to say 200, you need the word for 2 and 100. So how do you say it? 200. Do the next one. 300. 400. All right, this one's a little hard. 500. That sounded good. 600 is normal. 700, you just drop the I. How about 8? 800 good. 900 and mil. Now be careful. Mil is not a million. It's what? 1,000. All right. On your quiz on Friday, I think I give you like 5 or 6 numbers and you just have to write them down. All right. Like we'll do an example right now. You ready? If you're online, you can just put it in the chat. If you're here, just jot it somewhere, or you can remember it. I'm only doing 2 numbers. So one's a 3-digit. You can probably just remember it. All right. Ready? Here's my first number. 752. 752. If you've got it online, put it in the chat for me. I'll give you a participation point. How about that? 752. Last time, 752. You got it. Put it in the chat real quick, and I'll call on one of you guys. There goes 1 point. There's 2. Okay. Anybody else want to get a quick point before I let Jacob answer it? All right, Jacob, go for it. It was 752. How many people got that? Great. Get the 700. All right, I'll say it again. 700 was 700, right? 52. 52, you hear it now? I'm going to do one more, and this one's 4 digits. So again, if you need to jot it somewhere, jot it. Again, if you want to put it in the chat, I'll give you a participation point. Here I go. 6,384. Okay, I'll say it a few more times. 6,384. 6,384. Oh, I got a couple online here. Yeah, everybody that's done it online so far is good. Trace Meal, giving you your points here. No, sorry, 6,384. All right, last call. If you want to put it on the chat, I'll give you a point. All right, gotcha. Oh, Deja's got one. Yep, gotcha, Deja. All right, Nick, what is it? Sure is. 6,384. How many people got that? We good? All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably say them out loud on Friday, and you just write them just like that. You don't have to spell anything. You just have to tell me you get it. Make sense? All right, I'm leaving that topic. We're moving on to Sarah and a Star. Super quick review on that, and then I've got a little video that's just sort of cute that, I don't know, just thought I'd show to you, that goes with Sarah and a Star. So first of all, flip to your Sarah and a Star notes if you're not there with me. And let's chat real quick. So somebody raise your hand, and it can be in person or online, and tell me, what do Sarah and a Star both mean? Reddick. Sorry. To be, right. So they both mean to be. I am, you are, he is, we are, they are. All right, problem is they both mean to be. So how do I tell the difference? Somebody tell me some things about Sarah. What's something we want to remember about Sarah? Just checking, hold on. Anybody online? Trying to get you some points. We just started over, by the way. I gave you a participation grade if you didn't notice that. Okay, let's see. I need to know, when would I use Sarah is my question. When would I use Sarah? Everybody that your hand's up, I'm gonna let you rest for a second. You just got a point. Let me see. Anybody else? When do I use Sarah? When do I use Sarah? Charles, you got one. Okay, let's see. Oh, I got lots of them on here. Okay, go ahead, Mutal. What? Can you just say it?
Description.
Okay, he says descriptions. Absolutely. Deja, you want to say what you said?
Where are you from?
Where you're from. Good. And Unique, what did you write?
Permanent.
Permanent. Good. Noah, you got something else?
Like relationship.
Relationships. Good. All right, opening it back up. Anybody in here still want to say something? I think that's most of them. Relationships. How about yo soy una profesora? What's that? What's that? All right, Reddick, go ahead. Yeah, so that's my, yes, but it goes under the category of, yeah, job, right? Does that make sense? Who said that? Was it you? Yeah, your job. Good. All right, so basically the main thing is permanent, and then there's one special case that I haven't heard yet. Somebody tell me, what's the special case that we want to use Sarah and a Star for? Charles? Time and date. Good. All right, all of those go with Sarah. Now what goes with a star? Nick? Location. And Jacob? Emotions or feelings. Perfect. So there will be a few on your quiz on Friday where you have to tell me, pick the right one, and then tell me why. So again, all those reasons that you just said. All right, I've got a quick little video to share with you. It's just kind of cute and a good little summary. So you can hear it one more time, not for me. So I just need you to watch my little video. It's like 3 minutes. And they go into a little more detail about why to use a star. For me, I just said feelings and location, feelings and location. They give you a couple more things, but otherwise I feel like it's a good little recap on everything we just said. So if you would please, come on, yep. Just direct your attention up here. And enjoy the main singer's glove. Probably my favorite part about this. You'll see what I mean in a minute. All right, here we go. Good little review. Sarah and a star, last time. Here it is. Ready, go.
You want to learn to be in the present tense. In Spanish, it translates to steady and star. They both need to be, but are used in different ways. You need to remember when to be is set or is star.
Did you love his glove? I love it. What's that? It's glove. It's Michael Jackson glove.
And also identity, profession, and ownership. Physical characteristics and inherent qualities. Also to say what something real. To talk about the days and the time. There is to be, but to be is also a star. You need to remember to use it or a star.
He's feeling it.
We use a star when we talk about location, health, and attitude. For weather expressions, emotional and physical states. For temporary conditions to be, it is a star. Set or a star or a set. To be or not to be, that is the question. Practice the usage with this song. You look at the context, you won't go wrong. Yo soy, tú eres, usted es. Nosotros, nosotras somos, ellos, ellas, ustedes son, yo soy, tú estás, usted está. Nosotros, nosotras estamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes están. Sing the song along with me, practice it several times. You learn the conjugations and uses of set and the star. There is to be, but to be is also a star. There is to be, but to be is also a star.
Oh, I didn't mean to stop it, but it is almost done anyway. Ah. I want you to miss those last moves.
Said to be as star. Said to be as star. Said to be as star. Said to be as star.
All right, think you got it? sure that helps solidify it. And a fun vlog, right? It's a fun vlog. All right, so last thing I want to go over with you is El Pretérito. So let's do that real quick, and then we're gonna get set up for our game, which we may play today or we may just play tomorrow. We'll see. All right, so let's talk about preterite. So this is the last thing, last topic. I've only asked you to learn AR forms so far. So you're gonna raise your hand real quick and tell me preterite is what? What is preterite? I got the same hands here. Come on, help me out, different hand. If you're looking at it, get your point, get your point. It's literally 2 points every time you raise your hand. Just trying to see if I got anybody different. Hold on. Not that you're not all right. Trying. You looking at it? Are you looking at it? Jemiah, are you looking at it? Haley? You looking at your notes on preterite? Are you looking at your notes on preterite? All right. Well, let's see. Noah. Nothing personal, guys. You just have movements. What's it mean,
Yeah.
Noah?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, just what's past tense? I just said it. What's preterite?
Past tense.
Past tense. There you go. That's all I wanted to know. What's preterite? Past tense. So either you've got your notes out or you've gone to class resources so you can pull it up so you can look at it with us. All right. So basically it just requires a new set of endings. So instead of present tense, oh, us, almost on, we have a new set of endings. So let's go through them together today. Then I'll have you see if you can write them down on your own tomorrow. All right. So for an AR verb, we have 3 endings that are singular and then 2 that are plural. So what are they? What's the yo form end with, class A? A. What's the to form end with? Aste. There it is. What's the L form end with, Maya? Oh, there it is. I'll give you a point for that. What's nosotros is the same in present and past? Almost. So that one's easy. And what's the other one we have? Our own. All right. So like I said, that one's basically the same. You've got these 4 to learn. And obviously note that those 2 have accents on them. And you had a little practice on that yesterday. If you've not done that, make sure you do. All right, let's go through how to say them. Repeat them. A. Everybody try again. A. Aste. O. Amos. Aaron. All right, so let's put a verb with it. If I wanted to say hablar, if I wanted to say I talked, yo hablé. Tú hablaste. Él habló. Nosotros hablamos. Ellos hablaron. All right, so again, a, haste, o, amos, aaron. Do it with me. A, haste, o, amos, aaron. It's just a memorize thing. Some things are just memorized. All right, can you do it on your own? What's the first one? A, then what? Okay, you need to be able to do that by Friday. Is that reasonable? No, Charles says no. All right. Okay, with our remaining time of class today, I think we're going to get set up to play bingo tomorrow. And then I want to give you some time to check on missing work. All right. So here's what I need you to do. If you have been to my class ever, you should have a packet. Can you find your packet? Because at the end, there are bingo boards. All right. Okay, then I'll give you an extra. So if you have been to my class right now, find your packet. If not, grab a piece of paper and I'll tell you what to write down. It's super easy. All right. Practice at home. All right, everybody see at the end, there's some bingo boards. Jacob, you got the packet? Or I'll get it. Sure. So that's me. Okay. All right. So here's what you're going to do. Okay. So if you're at home, it's in the last couple pages of your packet. If you didn't hear me say that, if you're looking for it, it looks like this, only yours is not pink. It's just white, right? So it says Loteria on it. It's a little bingo board. All right. Now, if you never came to school, so you don't have a packet, this is real easy. Just get a piece of paper and you just make a big box, and you're just gonna do 5 by 5. All right, so I'll wait a second for you. If you're just writing it on a piece of paper, not a big deal. Just do 5 by 5. The middle spot on here says libre. What do you think that means, class A? Free space. So if you're making your own board, put a little free space in the middle. Okay, so what are you gonna put on this board? Well, we're gonna do vocab. So the next thing you have to do is pull up your vocab list. All right, this is vocab 2B that I will be choosing from. So here's what I would suggest. Either, ideally, you pull up your vocab list, and if you can't find it and you've turned it into me, here's the easiest way to find it. All right, go to assignments right now. Again, this is if you've turned it in and you can't find it. Go to assignments, search for vocab 2B or vocabulario 2B, and it should just pop up. Click on it, and it'll take you to whatever you submitted for me. All right, that's kind of the easiest way to get it if you can't find it. All right, otherwise, if you have it somewhere else and it's saved on your Google Drive and you can find it real quick, that's fine. Last choice, you can go to Quizlet and you'll see all the words there. Quizlet's not ideal for like when we actually play because it's hard to find stuff on it, but you can set up your board that way. All right, so what do I need you to do? I need you to write a different vocabulary word in Spanish in each box. All right, I'll say that one more time. I need you to write a different vocabulary word or expression. If it's a little expression, that's fine too, in each box. Now, there are more than 24, so you pick which ones you want to use. Try really hard not to use one twice because that'll mess us up. And then we'll finally be able to play some bingo. I miss playing bingo. Don't you miss playing bingo? Been a while. Okay, is anybody online having trouble? Do you understand what you're doing and how to set it up?